Hi guys, how you doing? Today a test on the Hypermotard of Ducati Hypermotard 628. Correct me if I'm wrong, 628 Mono. One cylinder, so yeah, a bit different. Hear that sound? Oh, the vibrations are enormous already. So coming back from the Panigale test a few weeks ago, Panigale V2, which was a 2-cylinder V2. Then last week, of course, the Scrambler, which was also a 2-cylinder, 2-in-line, or an L2, I'm not sure, but different characteristics. And this is a 1-cylinder. It means all the power, all the torque is in the low range. Oh, hear that sound? Oh, it's really playful. The vibrations are enormous. You just want to go to a higher gear to get rid of the vibrations, but I need to get used to this. Ah, yes! Of course, I made the mistake before in my previous test. This is a quick shifter. I just tested it by coincidence. It has a quick shifter, so I need to then I need to use it as well. Okay, let's go back to 3. Yes, it works. Yes, perfect quick shifter. So that means I don't need to use the clutch. Oh, that's divine. Playful bike, really playful. All the torque is in the low range, so okay guys, give me a few minutes to get adjusted to this bike, because this is different. Every time I test a new bike with a different engine, different engine characteristics, I'm so surprised that every engine feels different. And for people that are not riding oh, little horsies, my favorite. People that are not riding motorcycles yet or at all. You cannot imagine that every engine feels different, but it does. And that's really different comparing to cars. Of course, the majority feels the same. Of course, if you have a 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder, 8-cylinder, you will feel the difference, but you feel it even more on a motorcycle. And you need to get used to it. Oh. I'm a bit flabbergasted actually by this Hypermotard, because I'm not really sure how to get the most out of it. Whoa! Oh. Yes, adrenaline. This bike gives you instant adrenaline. It's the sound, it's the vibrations, it's the torque in the low range. Alright, so let's have a further in-depth look at the torque and the power of the machine. It has 77 brake horsepower, 63 Newton meters of torque, which is similar to the almost quite similar to the Yamaha MT-07, but the Yamaha MT-07, of course, is a 2-cylinder, so it feels completely different. So having 77 horsepowers, I think it's the same compared to the Scrambler that I had 2 weeks ago, and that didn't feel as powerful as this bike, and I think it's due to the sound and the vibrations, of course, but oh, it's fun. Oh. Oh yeah, back to 2. I need to get used to that quick shifter, which works perfectly fine, but you're really used to using the clutch, of course. The guy in front of me is still trying to get used to the bike. I think it's Multistrada V2S. Maybe it's a V4. Maybe that's the reason why he's still a bit searching for the right speed, the right feeling. I'm not sure. Oh. I get the same amount of adrenaline, the same as I had on the Panigale V2S, which has 120 horsepower. And this is only 77. But because of the low or the maximum torque in the low range, you get instantly that horsepower available. This bike has so much more to discover, and I'm pretty sure you can have more fun on this bike when you're on the road than any other bike, because of that maximum torque straight away. Like, whoa! This is in the first gear, a bit too much. Well, I used the clutch again, not necessary. Of all the bikes here, and there's even a V4 behind me, I have the best sound. Definitely the best sound. A 1-cylinder. Guys, come on, a 1-cylinder. It's not that bad. It's really, it has its own segment. For sure, but a really powerful segment, because this is so much fun for any motorcycle rider, and it's fast. It's fast. It's in sport mode, by the way. He asked me, "You want to go in sport mode?" And I was like, "Why are you asking that?" Of course. No. That was not. That's not really the accurate. That's not really accurate what I'm saying right now. No, I asked him, is it overwhelming, the power? And he's like, no, you'll be fine. I'm like, okay, then go for sport. And yeah, it's not overwhelming, but the sport mode is it's perfectly fine. Especially if you have been on a few bikes before, you'll be perfectly fine riding this sport mode. No worries. And especially with the quick shifter, you can, it's a really easy bike to ride, but then again it's not, you know? It has that little sharp edges, and you can really search for it and you will find it, those sharp edges. And if you just want to have an easy ride, just enjoy everything around you, that's fine as well. That's always a really big factor for me, which I appreciate in any bike. You should be able to ride it really slow, no whiskey throttle, whatever, just easy on the throttle and enjoy the environment. Or go for this, search that adrenaline rush. mentioned before, because this is my third Ducati ride. Ducati rides are a bit faster. Yeah, everyone is really testing the Ducati on top speed, on its torque performance, and that's fine. But it's not really easy going. No, I did this the third time, and it's always the same. Everyone is, yeah, going for that adrenaline rush, and I think everyone is finding that at the moment, definitely, for sure. Okay. So how's the weather? Well, they told us the entire week it will be gray, it will be a bit of rainy, bad weather, not really spring weather that we love so much. Well, look at this, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. I think it's still only 13 degrees, 13, yeah. With the quick shifter. No, it's only 13 degrees, so it's still a bit cold, but nevertheless it's sunny, so it's fine. I had some difficulties finding the right ND filter though for my Insta360 camera, which is attached to my helmet. I was thinking about ND8 in the morning because they told us it would be grey and cloudy and a lot of sunshine, and then I came here and it was sunny, yes. So I changed it back to ND16. Really important to have your ND filters on your camera, otherwise it will be, you have overexposure of the light. It's like a little sunglass, it's like sunglasses for your camera. Okay, you need to release the throttle to change gears, which is, if I think about it, of course, that's, yeah, standard, that's normal, that's the way you would expect it to be. But it took me like 10 minutes to discover that, so sorry, beginner mode. Oh. It also has a big mid-range as well. Not only the low range, also mid-range. Oh, it's popping. Pop, pop. It has a very, very decent mid-range. But I already noticed in, I thought it was second gear, high up in the revs, it's like you're pushing the kill button and it's instantly gone, the power. So you need to level up to a higher gear if you're going high up in the revs. Really different than a inline 4, for example. Therefore, like I always mention, test as many bikes as you possibly can. It will make you a better rider for sure. Gives you more confidence. Next time if I ride a one-cylinder, I know what to expect. And that's really important riding a motorcycle, of course, so you won't be surprised. The weight response. If you're only used to a 2-cylinder, like the majority of us, yeah, you probably need some adjustment time, like I need at this moment. Sometimes I'm a bit, whoa, oh, I didn't expect that. The behavior is different, completely different. So discover it yourself and you understand. The thing is with testing new engines, different type of engines. You feel like a noob. I'm still a noob. I'm still an amateur, rookie, whatever you want to call it, beginner. But sometimes you feel really comfortable on the motorcycle, and you think, oh, it's not just a year that I'm on motors. No, I'm a pro. No, I'm not. And at these times, yeah, it reminds me that I'm a beginner. You will get the top speed out of the machine without any hassle. So, but I don't think anyone is buying this bike for the top speed. Why would you? Doesn't make sense. Hopefully you can see what I'm seeing. My point of view is above the dashboard, so maybe you're not seeing the dashboard that much. Sorry for that. It's a different sitting position. Okay, we've been on the bike now for, let's say, 20 minutes. Maybe a bit less, maybe a bit more. Sitting position perfect. Being 2 meters tall, 6'7", this is perfect. No worries about that. The throttle control, it's a bit tricky. It's a bit tricky because it's a one cylinder. It behaves like it's yeah, a dragon that needs to be tamed. And yes, it's only 77 horsepower, but that's enough to keep you busy. Hey, little horses. I always mention the little horses. You know, when it's spring and the little horses come out. I think the Netherlands is one of the most prettiest countries during spring, and the most ugly, one of the most ugliest countries in the world during winter, where everything is grey and rainy. But now during spring, I love it. I really enjoy it. Comfort wise, yeah, it's still a bit tricky, but you don't feel scared at all. No, not really. You need to get used to the quick shifter a bit and how to play with the different gears, because right now I'm in second gear. You will never do that in most cases with a parallel twin. So right now go to first. Okay. So if you look at comfort, give me a second. It has decent power to enjoy yourself on the big roads. Decent power, yes. I believe you also have a Hypermotard with a big engine, more horsepower, more torque. Yeah, that would be tricky in the beginning. Yeah, that would be tricky. This is good for a beginner rider to enjoy yourself for a long time. That's tremendous torque in third gear in mid-range. perfect balance for you, what works best for you. And for me, I think it's high up in tree. Yeah, it has that little sharp edge to it. There was a fly coming towards my visor. Yeah, third gear is the best gear to be in, being around 80 and 100 kilometers an hour. Keep it in that gear. Just play with the throttle. Yes, guys, standard exhaust, and yeah, the sound is not too bad. It's always a shame that you cannot hear what I'm hearing, because the microphone is in front of my mouth. But yeah, it's powerful sound. Okay, we're going to shut up for a few minutes, just enjoy the bike and the sound, and then I'll give you my final verdict of this bike. Feel a bit nauseous because of you're going from left to right to front to back because of the behavior of this engine. It really pulls you from front to the back when you're opening the throttle. So I feel a bit nauseous. I never had that before. Let me know if I'm not the only one, because I never heard someone say I got nauseous on riding a motorcycle, but I just did a little. Yeah, so the final verdict, comfort wise, looking at my height, it's a really nice sitting position. The behavior of the engine is, yeah, it's not overwhelming, but you really need to get used to it. If you're only used to a two-cylinder, you need some adjustment time for sure, and take that time because you'll need it. So, but sometimes it responds differently than I would expect, you know. Then you have those little ooh moments, like, oh, you just did something I didn't expect. Is it me? Is it the bike? Should I change something? So it's a bit tricky sometimes. So I'll give it a 6. Yeah, sorry. Maybe it's a really great motocross bike because it's a motocross bike with just big tires, you know, so you can ride it on the road. But for me, it feels a bit uncomfortable sometimes. Not unsafe, but uncomfortable and a bit tricky in its behavior. I'll give it a 6. But it's really playful. So I would say excitement. Yeah. 7.5. Enough power, enough torque. Sounds great. Yeah, 7.5. Really. Yeah, like I said, I mentioned before already 30 times. It's really playful. That's what you expect at first, but also what you need riding this bike. Otherwise, you would choose something else, a different segment, you know. If you choose this segment, you wanna have fun. You can have fun with this bike from the start. Not bad, right? Not bad. Is the Hypermotard something that I desire for the future? Good question. I asked myself a really good question. I'm proud of myself. I'm not sure if I can answer it. I think it takes Netherlands, where I am right now. Maybe in some different country. Maybe Spain. With some hills, with some... you know, we have great tarmac over here on the roads. But if it's a bit less, maybe this bike would, yeah, be more helpful to get you around, to get you from A to B than any other bike. So no, I'm living in the Netherlands, of course, and it was fun for now. I would not desire to go for another test. Or yeah, no, to buy it. No, why should I buy it? No. I'm more of the naked bikes. That's my favorite, and the racing bikes. So this is not the segment suited for me. Nevertheless, I think when you like this segment, you will enjoy yourself for sure. Have a great day, guys. See you later. Ciao.